I am at Sleepy Hollow Cemetery. I told one of my good friends a really long time ago that I would one day be here to check out the Headless Horseman grave, but I am unsure where it is. At least I'm at the cemetery of Sleepy Hollow. It's got really nice architecture, some of these mausoleums. Little place to sit. I just hope no ghosts run away with my Jeep. Cause them ghosts, they like the speed, they like to fly. Bad pun. Oh, I could have parked here. Oh well. Nice mausoleums, nice place markers. Very old cemetery. Henry Rogers. Benjamin. September 4th, 1892. February 22nd, 1967. Yeah, a lot of old stuff apparently. First time I've ever been here. And who knows, it might be... I might come back once or twice because it is interesting to see all this history. Huh, mausoleums are kind of cool. As I said, I am unsure where exactly the so-called grave of the Headless Horseman is buried. This is an interesting tomb, walk-in tomb. Just markers, no, unless they're cremated ashes that are in the walls. I see areas for the casket to go. But, oh no, these are wide enough for, my mistake. Must be a cheap mausoleum then. Very rustic. Some of these actually look like tiny castles. Huh, that's actually kind of amusing. A graves in a that's actually kind of amusing. A graves in a mausoleum. Wow, look at that. It's kind of Roman-esque with the pillars and the actually kind of looks like a clock tower with the housing looks like it was meant for a clock to go into. That's an interesting mausoleum. Well, I guess because there's no clock, it indicates the Thompsons ran out of time. Julia Reitman. That must be a last name. That's a long last name. Richardson. They're very interesting markers. Mausoleums. And mausoleums, yeah. Starbuck? Or is it Starbuck? Is this the Starbuck coffee? They died of a caffeine overdose? That's horrible. John Roltus Strauss, Francis Coldwell Strauss, Edward Coldwell, Lucy Moore. The Strausses and the Coldwells. Francis Smith Rogers and Alexander Rogers. Wow, this gravestone, this cemetery goes on for a long time. I don't know where the grave of the Headless Horseman is, so I will probably look up the direct location soon and start a new video. But for now, I'm just looking at the art in this cemetery. There is Hawkins. I'm not sure if this is Stephen Hawkins. I'm just ironic last name. Herbert. I assume the grave of the Headless Horseman would be in the older section of the cemetery. That's why I'm starting with the back of the cemetery, or middle of the cemetery first. That's a neat mausoleum. Firefighter. Interesting. Chrysler? Well, yeah, that was a last name way before it became a car company. Huh. First time I've ever seen last name Chrysler. I know I'm probably mispronouncing it, and it's not really Chrysler. Quite peaceful here as well. good thing is I have a lawnmower in the back of my car, so if anyone tries to bring an uproar, they could just see the lawnmower and assume I'm part of maintenance. Cute little mausoleum. Very moldy, but at least the name is legible. Browse? It looks like it says Browse. I am really not the greatest when it comes to pronunciations. Sounds like Rouse, 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 Rouse. Leeds Schaefer. That's what the thing says, the place mark or whatever. This section memorializes the Leeds family and possibly Schaefer. How interesting. I do not see a Schaefer. These must be sectional stones to signify the end of this patch. Or perhaps they themselves are the markers. This looks like a relatively new stone. 1985, 1948, 1925, and 1972.